Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your June 2017 general reading. I'm Psychic Medium Eric. I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, old and new out there. I want to thank you for making this channel a success. And as always, like I said last month, my way of thanking you is my readings till the end of the year are only $20 a reading. That's my thanks to give you all. I put the information in the description box so you can take advantage of that offer. And like I said, all the people I've read, thank you very much. All my old and new subscribers, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody out there who's really made this channel a success. You're great. And let's keep it rolling. I enjoy bringing you these readings, and it's a joy and pleasure. We are headed into the month of June already. Where has this year gone? I'm still waiting because, this year has gone very quickly. Anyway, I'll cut the chatter and get right to your energy. Geminis have the energy of the Five of Cups reversed and the Nine of Swords. Some of you are walking away from a situation that's very stressful. But with the Five of Cups in reverse, it means the worst is behind you. Alright, some of you look like some of you are going through actually a separation or a divorce. It looks like from your reading, because you're coming into the some of you Geminis are coming into coming into June with the Moon card, which means uncertainties. And you have the King of Swords as your center energy, and you've got the Justice card, crossing it. So some of you might be going through either a legal separation, maybe with another air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Whatever the case is, it looks like some of you could be going through a divorce or a separation, or what I'm also getting from this reading, you could be making a decision between, you have a air sign or a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You might be making a decision which one to choose, because below you got the Star. Also a sign of Aquarius. Like I said, you would deal with an air sign, but whatever it is, you've got that. What you got above you is the Six of Swords, which is telling me you might be moving away from you might be getting a divorce or moving away from a situation that's toxic, and you might be making a decision to move away from that's toxic. That doesn't mean you still won't feel heartbreak, though. I feel like something has ended. So you're walking away from something, whether it's a legal separation or or making a decision between two people. There's going to be some sort of heartbreak. But it looks like it's all going to be positive, though, because you're going to be sailing away from it. You've got happier times ahead, but I feel like you're just moving away from turbulence and stress and anxiety, because the final outcome card, you also have another movement card also, which this is generally movement. You got two movements here, so you're moving away from some sort of heartbreak or some kind of decision you had to make. You view yourself as a Ten of Pentacles reversed. So I'm saying some of you could be going through a legal separation or a divorce. This usually means instability in the home and instability in the security. So some of you Geminis might be going through a little bit of instability due to a breakup or a separation. Alright, so you might be feeling that right now with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's how you view yourself. How people view you as the King of Wands. And I would also say this too, some of you might have to make a decision between a fire sign or an air sign. That's how people view you as. And your hopes and your fears of the Ten of Cups reverse. You're fearing, a lot of you fear that you may not get over this heartbreak, or you may not get over this disappointment that you're going through right now, because I feel like there was a decision that you had to make, whether between two lovers or deciding to separate from somebody. And with the King of Wands, this also can mean you might be going to a mediator. In other words, you could be mediating. You might be going through a separation order, or you might be getting a mediator to do that for a separation order. So that also could be another one. But whatever it is, your final outcome is you're sailing away from all this. So if there's any heartbreak or anything else, I feel like there's a decision you're going to have to make this month that you're just going to be sailing away from heartache. And I want to grab a couple more cards to... Oh, there we go. I want to grab a couple more cards after that to see what else you got after that. Yeah, again, like I said, the Two of Wands, this is about a decision you have to make. You either decide, like I said, some of you might be going through a legal separation, some of you might be contemplating a separation or a divorce from your partner, or some of you might be deciding between two partners. And whatever the decision is going to make, it's causing you some heartache and some anxiety. But with the Five of Cups reversed, it means you're going to be walking away from that. So it's going to turn out fine for you. After that, yeah, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, after the decision. So you're making a decision. And you're going to have to make a tough and challenging decision ahead. And after that decision, yep, Four of Swords. There'll be a rest period after that decision. Right after that decision, then you have the Queen of Wands. It could be, like I said, you got two fire energies. Like I said, you might be making a decision between two people. Queen of Wands could be male or female, since this is a general reading. And right after that's Hermit or seeking. I feel like, yeah, you're seeking something. There's a decision you guys are contemplating, or you will do. And I feel like you might be deciding what to do. Especially if you're in a relationship where you're trying to decide between two people, or if you're trying to decide, should I separate from my partner? Maybe we're involved in a family and there's a family situation. Should I separate, or what should I do? I feel like that's what your Geminis are coming. And right after the Hermit, you got the Nine of Pentacles. So things will turn around to you. And plus you also got two tens in your reading, which means there's some sort of completion of a cycle that's happening. And you're going to be moving away. I feel like this month you'll be making that decision. Whether it be I feel like some of you might be deciding between two partners, or deciding whether to get a divorce or separate or not, and you're taking everything into consideration, it looks like. Yeah, but whatever it is, it's going to be for the positive. So the Five of Cups in reverse, it means you're walking away, but you know what? You're moving forward, though. You're moving away from this Nine of Swords, and you're also moving away from this uncertainty that you might be going through right now. Let me grab a couple of love cards for you, Gemini, see if this can give me some more clarity. Just some sort of decision that has to be made. All right, Geminis, June 2017. Let's see what other messages we have for Geminis, June 2017. Geminis 2017. Geminis, June 2017. What are the messages you have? Alright, okay, yeah, here. Trust that this situation is going to be taken care of. Alright, so this situation will pass. And it could be about unrequited love, or a partnership that's not going the way it should. That's why I feel like that's why some of you might be deciding between a partner or two. Or it could be some of you are separating, healing family issues. So some of you Geminis might be healing some family issues. You might be contemplating a divorce. You might be going through a divorce or a separation. Or some of you might be deciding between two partners, and you're trying to take everything into consideration. But whatever it is, you got trust that this situation is going to work out for the best for you. I'm going to take out another love card and relationship card for you, and see what's coming up for you, Gemini, 2017. Yeah, this is definitely a relationship reading for you, Geminis. Alright, yep. Release. There's an ending. There's definitely an ending for you, Geminis. But whatever it is, it's going to bring about positive changes. Yep. So you might be choosing between two partners. You got the Seven of Wands, which is choose your battles, and the Two of Cups. You might be choosing between two people. And you're awaiting results. Maybe you're waiting for a divorce. Maybe you're waiting for something to come through. Or something. Yeah, this is all about relationships. You're deciding between two relationships or not, or you're deciding about a divorce or a separation. Or, yeah, some of you are contemplating that, or some of you might even be contemplating maybe if there's a separation with you and your partner. I just feel like there's a decision to be. Some of you are getting divorces or separations, and some of you are deciding between two people. And you're kind of, like the you got two sevens here, and you got a 2. What that's telling me is you're deciding in your relationship factors right now if it's working or not. And some of you might be deciding to get a separation, or somebody new might have come along and you might be deciding between two partners. But this is definitely a love reading. But whatever it is, this is going to pass, and you're going to be healing from this. Let me try. Some of you might actually give your relationship a chance. So if some of you are going through some heartbreak with a relationship now, some of you might be deciding to give it a chance. All right, maybe avoiding the separation or avoiding the divorce and might be giving a relationship a chance. All right, that's also another scenario that could be. So, like I said, you got a lot of scenarios that are playing out here. So, like I said, it's take your pick. There's some sort of decision that has to be made about a relationship, whether you're going to stay in it or leave it, or there's another party that you're trying to decide between two people. All right, and you're taking everything into consideration, family, and how it's going to affect you, how it's going to affect the outcomes. And I feel like you have to make this decision because you got the heartbreak there. I feel like it's a decision you have to make, especially with the Five of Cups in reverse. It's like a decision that your anxiety. You feel like someone's going to be left out in the cold, and I feel like you don't want to hurt anybody, but you also want your life to go forward and you want to move on. So you're going to be moving on in spite of you will be heartbroken, but you still will be moving on. Or somebody will be heartbroken because you had to make it. I feel like this is a decision you have to make. And I feel like some of you might have been coming in with a lot of uncertainties about making this decision, but I feel like in June you'll be making that decision. I want to grab another, let me see, messages from Dolphins and Spirits and see what they have to add to this reading. Alright, I need a couple of other clarity message for my Geminis for June. Okay, let's see what we got. Have faith. It says your prayers are manifested. Everything is, have faith that this situation would take care of yourself. It also says playtime. So, in spite of stress and anxieties, remember to still go out and still try to go out and have fun still. I know it's going to be, yeah, look at this. Time to move on. Some of you are moving on to a new relationship, or some of you are just moving away from a toxic relationship or a relationship that doesn't work no more. Now you're setting your sights higher. Some of you might be setting it to look for, maybe some of you have another partner or had to make a decision. And empowerment. You've got the power to change things and have faith. Yep. Some of you Geminis are moving on. You are moving on definitely. So some of you are ending relationships and moving on, or you're making a decision between two people and you're moving on. Now you're having faith that you made the right decision. And like I said, you've taken everything into consideration. I feel like this month you'll be making that decision because I feel like some of you may be in a state of uncertainty before. And now you're certain about your position. Now you're making plans to go forward. Like I said, yeah, the heartbreak will be temporary, but I feel like it's a decision you have to make. That's why the Three of Swords is like that. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini. So this month, choices, choices, choices. Choose wisely, Gemini. Choose wisely. Go over all options and all scenarios before you make your decision. All right? And like I said, everything though will turn out fine after you make that decision and things settle down for you. It looks like things are gonna. Looks like this is something that has to. I feel like it's come to a point where a decision has to be made now. And I feel like you're ready to make that decision now. I feel like it's been lingering for a while. Now it's time to really go and make that decision. All right, Gemini. So remember, choices, 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 Gemini. Well, Geminis, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Like I said, my sale for a reading is on, so be sure you check that out. And Geminis, I will see you next month.